Hi everybody, this is Joey Panic, and here I am with what's been trending this week. There's a little bit of a hiss in the studio, and it might be leaking gas. We could be dying. They could be pumping like methane, methanol into this room right now. But provided that this video gets to you, I obviously survived enough to edit it. This week, Whitney Houston got a passenger kicked off of a plane. Well, not Whitney Houston herself, but her music. An American airline passenger, Margaret Gay, 50 years old, got kicked off a plane because she would not stop singing Whitney Houston songs. The flight attendants had to tell her if she didn't stop singing, I don't know what they're gonna wear. Don't make me pull this thing over. It was a Los Angeles to New York flight that had to be diverted to Kansas City so they could escort Margaret off of the plane in handcuffs. Here's what I love though. Even as she's escorted off the plane, she still continues to sing I Will Always Love You. Margaret, here's the thing. The only thing you did wrong in this case, aside from getting yourself arrested, is you picked the wrong song. I would love to say that that was the gayest thing that I've ever done on my show, but let's be honest. In other news, this was a big week for singing. Have you heard about the karaoke gas station incident? This was awesome. This was on Leno's show. He always has a little plant of a guy in those movie screens that are now in gas pumps. Well, they have this running joke where they have a guy who's announcing like the gas pump news or something like that, and he will start talking to people that are actually at the pump. Well, Monifa and Will Sims became internet sensations this week when they proceeded to sing.
Woo! Gina works at diner all day, working for her man. She brings home her pay for love.
Get this guy on The Voice.
This couple was so charming. However, America turned their back on these two for a moment when we thought that the whole incident was fake, because we found out that they are both actually singers, and apparently they have been on this gas station prank before. They appeared on a morning show to insist that it is authentic, this did actually happen, and it was not a stunt. Listen, here's my feeling. Whether it was a stunt or not, it was amazing, and it made us feel good. People, why do we have to nitpick everything? Can't we just accept that we enjoyed watching these two sing? My favorite is her dance break. She'll go in, dance break, dance break. Now, I gotta believe that she could dance better than that. It's perfect. Love it. Always keep them wanting more. That's something I have a hard time with. I like to give it right away. Here's the train wreck of the week, right? Kitchen Nightmares is Gordon Ramsay's show where he will go into a struggling restaurant and he will kind of make them over and like turn their business around so that to help them survive. Amy's Baking Company, all right, in Scottsdale, Arizona. The owners are Sammy and Amy Boozaglow. People, you gotta try really, really hard to make Gordon Ramsay look like the nice one.
The customer is not always right. Choose another pizza or nothing. And I'm not here to take from anybody. I'm not going to have people make stuff that isn't true. I'm not doing it. I'm not making any more food.
Amy's nuts.
I am going to really hurt somebody if they send back my cake.
These two have abused their staff, their customers, and each other. And we're finally to the point where Gordon Ramsay had to walk off the show because he's pretty much like, there is nothing I can do to help you. You guys, first of all, the biggest shock to me came when I found out that Amy was Sammy's wife. Wife? I thought it was your daughter. The saga continued when their Facebook page started firing off some really colorful language towards some of their patrons, but then the two stepped forward and said, it wasn't us, all of our social media was hacked. I would find that pill a little bit easier to digest if they weren't firing off in the same language that they demonstrated on the show. People, if it looks like a duck and swears like a duck, that shit's a duck. The only good thing that came out of this is I was wondering, since the Muppet movies, whatever happened to Janice? She's alive and well and ruining a restaurant in Scottsdale, Arizona. All right, people, here, in case you're the last person to hear it, there was a little Easter egg, a little bonus feature online, if you will. If you go to Google and you image search Atari Breakout, it brings up an old school version of the game. You can play it with the pictures. People, this is impressive. This is a little bit of nostalgia. This is a little feel good from our childhood. Let me give you some advice though. Don't show it to anyone under the age of 35. You know why? Have you ever tried to show an old school Atari game to anyone under the age of 35? They're unimpressed. Keep that little tidbit for ourselves. Listen, Atari was ahead of its time, literally. I mean, come on. No, it wasn't the greatest graphics. Yes, in Pitfall, if you're a kid, you can't tell it's an alligator now. It's just two little green bars. We knew it was an alligator. And listen, is there a sweeter sound than when you're on the vine? Yes. Children, you can't take our memory. You can take everything. You can take our homes, but you can't take our memory. What's that talking about? Kids don't take homes. All right, so that's it. Those are this week's trends. Can I tell you, kind of in like personal religious news, I don't want to go ahead and say that I had an experience, but I do have stigmata on my hand. It happened on the pull-up bars in CrossFit. Yeah, I work out a little bit. They're giving tours of that pull-up bar on the hour, guided tours if you'd like to see. It's pretty much like the new, you can see Jesus' face on a tortilla. That's it, that's all I got. Listen, have a great weekend, and I love this shirt because the plaid is like a surprise. Like, look at that, look at that. Like you're lucky if you get to see the plaid. Like, oh, look out. All right, stop it, this is done, I'm done.